Gabba, hey, Drunken Cock fans. This is Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming from the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, welcoming you all to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show Season 4. Just a friendly reminder, this is an adult show. It contains adult content and heavy situations. Please be warned. If you're not an adult, now's your time to leave.
That's right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 4, Episode 21. And as most weeks have gone, a bunch of shit has happened. And good Lord, do we have some topics and some bullshit to get into tonight. Included one of my favorite topics. I don't know if GW would agree, but absolutely love the topic of reptilians. So, yeah, we got a lot to get into. So without further ado, let's get to the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming. Welcome to the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 4, Episode 21. Epps charged, Italian invasion, and cold-blooded reptilians. Of course, we have a few other topics to get into because we wouldn't just bring up 3 topics because there's so many we have to weed through that, yeah, we have a lot of other shit to get to. It's been a real interesting week in the world of news, politics, culture. I mean, shit, Russell Brand happened this week out of nowhere, out of left field. We'll get into that situation later. But yeah, there was a lot going on. Dress codes knocked down in the Senate. Apparently, your favorite drunk magician dresses better than some people that'll be on the Senate floor soon. So all I'm saying, Hickory, Foley, 2028. Without further ado, welcoming to the spotlight stage, my friend, a guy who's always there for me. And I got to share my little unboxing with him earlier, and I'm really giddy because I got a bunch of cool shit for the studio. Anyways, it was a long day at work, so I worked a late shift. Let's get right into it with my buddy, my man, my comrade. Please help me welcome Mr. G.W. Foley.
Fuck authority. Silent majority. Raised by the system.
Da, 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 da. So we're going to rise against them.
Oh.
Sick of your treason. Fucking sick of your lies. Say something to the system.
We were at 8:03, but it's 8:04.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken over on Pennywise there.
No, it was my fault.
I love that song.
And I'll get to the reason for that in just a second. But first, let me say, what is up, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night.
Cheers.
Yes. I am wearing a Pennywise shirt. Finally, like, I'm living my life like I wish I could have when I was in my late teens, early 20s. Yeah. Shit's, yeah. Like, if I can't do it now, I'll never be able to do it. But so I was wearing this shirt and I was walking to class today, and at my school there's an IT guy, and he looks like an old school punk. Like,
okay,
but like he dresses conservatively for like because he's working at a school, but he has like pretty... like he has the mutton chops and the buzz hair where I'm like, you listen to hardcore punk.
Is he wearing Dickies or rolled up jeans?
Not rolled up jeans.
Oh, okay.
But like kind of tight jeans.
Yep.
Not too loose, but like at one point in his life, he probably did wear rolled up jeans.
I can now afford to get them hemmed. Like that was always,
yeah.
I think that's why the rolled up jeans became popular. Is because lots of punk kids back in the early days did not have access to sewing machines or people who knew how to sew, which is why everything was hand sewn, right?
Yeah. But for like the past year, every time I see him, I'd be like, "Hey," and he just keep walking by.
Like, I'm doing my job, kid.
Yeah. And like it seemed so unattainable to like get him to talk to me. And I was walking down the hallway, backpack on, going to class, and he comes out of the door and he looks at my t-shirt. I'm like, "Hey." He's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Yes, finally."
Yeah. Ice broken.
Yeah, what's up now? I think it would have been better if I was wearing a circle jerk shirt.
Would they give you a hard time about that, you think?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
That's fair.
Just because I'm
curious. Like, that's like right on the cusp of like, I mean, most people aren't even going to get it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people are not going to get it.
Like, I saw someone, you know, the band Leftover Crack.
Yep.
I saw someone rocking a Leftover Crack badge.
Okay.
Patch. And I was like, okay. Yeah. I'm cool with it.
I can tolerate that. It's not like I smoke crack patch.
Yeah. Like,
or you should try crack.
Free crack.
That's how we packed comedy clubs, by the way. As G-Dubs and I perform under the stage name Free Crack.
Yes.
And then we immediately get assaulted. Have to leave.
And then ask for $20.
Explain how we have to explain there isn't free crack. We're just a comedy duo.
Yes.
Dolores said, "Sorry, I'm late." But good evening, gents.
Hi, mommy.
Good evening, Dolores.
Love you, mommy.
Leftover crack. Anyway,
yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I don't know. I was telling Hickory before, I'm fucking dog shit tired. I went out on a school night on Monday night. I saw like the ultimate band, like on GW's list of bands. This would be like the pinnacle band.
Yeah.
Melvins. Saw them with my best friend Nate. Fuck yeah.
I know that might shock you that G-Dubs and I are not actually best friends. We're just very good friends.
Yes.
As much shit as we put up with each other, you may be convinced into believing that GW and I were born in the same shitty hospital that led us to the same shitty foster home that we grew up together. But no, in fact, GW and I are just really good friends that met like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
He's an adult friend. Like,
yeah.
Like one that I actually care about, which is rare because most of my adult friends are just like,
you can take or leave them. Yeah.
And
like work friends.
Don't get me wrong, I like them. I'd hang out with them. I'd go have a beer. I'd go see a show with them, but not like I'd want to go see a show. Like when I want to go see a show with G-Dubs.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's and
I always wanted more children. I don't think, to be honest, with the way my mom's cooking is regressing, I might be up for adoption soon. I'm just saying. So, be careful with your words, Dolores. Oh, Sean said, "So are you saying your relationship is a Meyer circle jerk?"
I don't know if we'd say that.
No, because it's not a circle if there's only two. It's a line.
Yeah, That's like a Dutch rudder.
Yeah, we don't line dance or square dance.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so
Sorry, they're just rolling it up.
God damn.
Even the beautiful assistants down there laughing her ass off.
What the fuck was I talking? I don't even know him anymore. No.
Were you past the janitor, the cool janitor?
Yeah. Oh, I was talking about the school night thing.
Yeah.
And
seeing the Melvins.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just fucking tired. So if I feel it seems stupid tonight, like extra stupid, not like my normal like to her self, like actually like someone like gave me a lobotomy.
Before we switch back, any other signs that this guy was a punk rock guy? Like, does he wear they're like vests or
no? See, he's like undercover.
No, and that's why I'm trying to envision this, because I get what you mean. Like, there's a lot of I feel like there's some older dudes I could see that were not dressed like, I don't know, Punk Dave, for instance.
Yeah.
Many of our viewers may or may not know, but like,
I love Punk Dave,
and me too. But you can tell the dude's a punk.
Yeah,
and no matter, he's always got some type of punk edge to him that like other punk kids, even normies for the most part, can tell that Punk Dave is punk. Yeah. That's why I'm asking. I'm just curious, like, how subtle it is, because like I've definitely met dudes like that where I'm like, oh, you probably played bass in a hardcore band at one point.
I will be truthful. The only thing that gives it away is his sideburns.
The sideburns and possibly the jeans.
Yes.
Does he wear like a Doc Martin-ish boot?
No, he wears comfortable shoes. Okay. And the reasoning behind that is because he has to walk all over campus all day.
Oh, yeah, no, understood.
Yeah.
Believe me, I don't wear Doc Martens. I owned one pair and they got stolen, and that was the last time I would ever... I hate to say it. The Red Wings that I have, with not traditional, I forget what they're called. Like, they're like the urban style Red Wings.
Yeah.
Are probably the most comfortable boot that I've ever owned. And I've owned like 2 pairs of those, and this past one's been like 6 years, and I love them. I would never buy a pair of Docs again.
I have a pair of Puma boots, and they suck dick. Like, the only thing that is good with them is they're very comfortable.
So aren't they meant for playing soccer?
The boots?
No, I'm joking, because like that's all I think of when I think of Puma, is like a sports shoe brand.
No, man, they're like big into like b-boy shit. Like a lot of b-boys wear them.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, skateboarders. So that and this is my point. Like, I just bought my first pair of fucking New Balance. I got a pair of New Balance because
I'm not hating, bro. Those are like my usual.
Yeah, like I wanted to get like a weird color, but then I was like, if I get like a weird color, I'm gonna be compelled to buy more because I'll like want to color coordinate my shoes. And I was like, so I'm just gonna get a black pair, see how it goes.
I really like mine. I really like my New Balance, and I hate to say it because I feel like an old man. The only rules at home is I'm not allowed to wear straight black or straight white.
Oh no, these aren't straight.
Those are old man shoes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that to myself.
Right now, I'm rocking black and orange, so they match the black and orange MC Molasses hat that I wear around to rep my boy.
Yeah, like I went old school though, so I'm still kind of hip. That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, who cares about me? Let's get to the real reason why we gather here. Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. The beautiful listeners, this is, oh God, did you get the black on black divorce shoes? Yeah, that's what she calls them. That's what they call them around our house. No, unfortunately, the coolest pair of New Balance I found, and I really fucking want them, are this really sweet, like felt green, like somewhere between like AstroTurf and pool table. They look like they're like a felt green, and those are really dope. And they're like the only shoes that New Balance doesn't make in a wide, which is very upsetting. I'm not gonna lie, because I need that. That's why I went to New Balance. Before we get up, that's why I went to New Balances, because I need a wide shoe, and they were like the only shoe that regularly had wide sizes available and or only wide sizes available. And I absolutely, now I really like them, and I hear you. I feel old sometimes. Today I test drove a High Point NIN millipede carbine, $300. Definitely seemed overpriced to me. What do you think, Hickory? I'm not I'm not gonna shit on High Points, man. To be fair, I haven't used one of High Point's carbines, but I will admit that a High Point 9mm pistol was my first pistol, because it was one that I could afford at the time. And I would argue that having a $300 carbine that's not perfect and take some time to learn and or get worked in is probably better than not having one at all. That being said, I've seen a lot of people have fun with those. I mean, they're High Points, dude. They're not great. They are what they are, but I have heard that although to be honest, I'm not familiar with the millipede carbine. That could be something new that I'm not aware of. As far as I knew, High Point did handguns that are blowback, and they're pretty inexpensive, and they basically tell you not to clean them. If you ever need service, send it back. It's definitely the only handgun I own that I've never cleaned. And I don't know a whole lot about their carbines, although I've heard that they're cheap. A millipede is short of for millimeter. Okay, so it's just the normal carbine. Yeah, I mean, it's a cheap carbine. Like it's, I mean, to be honest, if you were really like penny scratching, and I don't know because I haven't done it in a while, but I would say for an extra $150, you could build yourself an AR. And I'd rather have a 450. Then it's it also, there's a lot of determining factors here, my friend. Like I would personally work a lot of hand jobs and try to double my budget, and then I could build like a $500 AR and get like 4 or 5 mags for it. That being said, as a toy, as something that's fun, I wouldn't say I would never add one to my collection. I'm not going to add it right now because there's other holes in the collection. But so I was ever just like, I don't know, I'll have a KSG before I have another High Point though. Anyways, what's been going on in Hickory's week? It's been a hell of a week. We're back to normal work, and I'm really enjoying that. Other than I did have to, I worked late tonight. It was weird. I closed, which is not something I would normally be willing to do, but one of my fellow employees couldn't. I mean, I will close, but not on a show night because work gets out at 7. And luckily, I busted ass. I actually helped some other. I was done by like 6:35. I helped other people in not my department, but the department that's adjacent to me. Like I run a meat and seafood department. The people in the deli, we used to be like considered like deli and meat and seafood and cheese were all kind of like one homogenous thing. And we've definitely isolated it more. Like all 3 departments now have their own schedules. We each do our own shit. We don't cross over quite as much, mostly because right now, to be honest, they don't really have the staff to cross over as much. It would be nice to be able to share an employee or two at the deli, like somebody who could fill in, serving pastries and sandwiches and baked goods, but could also hop over onto like the meat counter. But yeah, so I worked late. It was weird. It was fucking weird. I haven't done that in a while, especially because this is the second week we've been open. Sean said I was looking for it as a good platform for a 9mm. I have a unfounded theories that 9mm will be the ammunition most available in the future crisis. I mean, that's It's possible. I don't know. What did you think? I mean, $300 is as cheap as you're gonna get. That being said, do I think the high points were probably? I mean, this was like 8 years ago, and I paid 160. It might have been 150. Anyways, between 140 and 160 for my high point pistol, and I mean, I still have it. It works great. I've never had any real issues with it, other than they tell you not to break it down and clean it, and that's almost like a perk. When you don't like cleaning guns as much as you probably should. Anyways, what I'm going to do for my little part, other than that monologue, my buddy MC Molasses dropped a music video this morning. I'm in it. I also have news about the next 2 upcoming releases. So let me pull up my little calendar. Next week, he's going to drop another music video because this guy's a fucking machine. For Sunday Fun Day, which probably should have come out before the Richmond North of Richmond video, but shit happens and they got reversed. Anyways, next week will be the Sunday Fun Day video on the 27th. And that'll be like the actual official music video, like this one was the actual official music video. And then on the 4th, MC Molasses will be dropping Wet Girl Summer, because I kind of looked at him today and I was like, hey, brother, summer ends tomorrow. You should probably drop that track or wait till next year. And he said, oh, shit, I'm going to drop it. And then quickly realized that Halloween was about a month later. And he really wanted to drop Boss music featuring me for Halloween. So that's coming out the 25th because the week before Halloween's on a Tuesday. So that Wednesday, Boss music will come out. And that's me and MC Molasses kind of. It's not a back and forth. We like have our own separate parts, but we're kind of mimicking each other. And yeah, I liked it. And to be quite fucking frank, Molasses wrote a fresh verse for this. I actually recycled. This was me taking the verse from the Broadnax challenge that I did and fine tuning it, making it better. Anyways, we're going to share his latest music video. This is Richmond North of Richmond. And I don't know if I've shared or he shared the final version with you, G-Dubs. So this might be
No, I never saw it.
Rich Allen said, wow, I made it to a live on another important episode. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into the important shit real soon. We Challenge, thank you for joining us, sir. I hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday evening. And you have a great fucking name on YouTube. Anyways, I'm gonna share this. This is MC Molasses' official music video for his cover, punk rock cover of Richmond North of Richmond. Let's go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shit what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is, oh it is, living in the new world with no soul. These Richmond, North of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control, wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed and they'll win, cause of Richmond, North of Richmond. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milk and welfare. But God, if you're
To be fair, that ending was definitely a callback to a earlier Molasses video. It was a callback to the Northern Lights video, or Northern Nights video, for anyone not aware. But yeah, Matt, thank you for joining in. He said, fuck yeah. Yes, thank you, Matt, for being here. Actually, yeah, there'll be some Molasses will be releasing some other Uncle Daddy sounding tunes coming up, and actually doing some Uncle Dad covers at some point here in the future. As well as
I think you should definitely say Uncle Daddish and not Uncle Daddy, because that just seems worse.
And there may very well be some Uncle Dad, some Uncle Dad in the future coming up. Sean said, "I love how clones have." Love the clones having diverse outfits, blue collar, white collar. Yes. Well, because I couldn't appear in a music, nobody would know it was Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming in the music video unless I actually wore that. Like, I didn't wear it in the studio, but when it came to video shooting time, I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna wear my normal garb. And the other boys were cool. And then Kyle from Uncle Dad came in. That was sweet. So yeah, he'll be doing some stuff in the future, and I'll be helping along with that. Because yeah, the studio is now outfitted to we can do everything here now. Jakey Poo just brought me down a guitar. My producer, he's actually the producer on the on Boss Music, which will be out October 25th, and he produced that song. Sean said, by chance, did you give a shout out? Did you get my shout out for the Samson song? No, not yet. I haven't actually forgot to. I was so rushed after work, I didn't even check my YouTube comments before I got on here. But thank you if you did. I did see that. It's in my feed, and that'll be up next week. Unfortunately, I got to wait another like 3 days before I can watch that video. I'm excited because the music video is called Sincerely from a Taxpayer, I think. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be fucking savage because that's kind of what Samson does. And, anyways, G-Dubs, that's all I got. You ready to get a regular show?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Skimoro's checking in, saying, I'm checking in from Myrtle Beach. Just saying, what's up? Samson's song, awesome. Skimoro, I hope you're enjoying the beach down there. I hope it's beautiful. We've kind of reached our fall weather up here. Yeah. Anyways, welcome to the Drunken Under Quarantine show, everybody. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. This is my fine foxy friend, Mr. G.W. Foley. And yeah, I'm excited to check out the Samson video because his last one was fire. And I'm pretty excited because that kid, he does work. There's something really beautiful. Like the beats are so simple and fun, but they're just, it's absolutely, his delivery savage. And he just says it how it is, man. He's, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, Samson is my spirit animal. You know, if I could put shit down as concisely as he does, I'd be doing what he does. But no, I can't. So I produce silly fun music for the most part. Who knows? Maybe someday there'll be a Samson-esque track. We'll see. We got a lot to get into this week, and yeah, we're gonna start right with this one. Yeah, Ray Epps finally charged. Although, to be honest, I don't think much is gonna happen. Of course, we all remember Ray Epps is the guy that was at the Capitol on January 6th and the day before telling people to go in on camera. And then he also got defended by the media a whole lot, as even here. They say Ray Epps, protester at the center of a January 6th conspiracy, charged over Capitol riot. Because apparently it's a conspiracy to have a video of a guy blatantly telling people to go in Capitol. Interesting. Sean said he rides the flow on this song like an out of control whitewater rafting experience. Okay, I'm excited to see it. It looked like a slightly longer one too. So yeah, I like them long, hard Samson tracks. You know, if Mullet Man's gonna give it to me, I want him to, lay it down hard,
all night long, all night.
From CBS News, Ray Epps, a former Marine and Trump supporter who became the center of a January 6th Capitol riot conspiracy, has been charged in connection with the insurrection, according to court documents followed by the DOJ. Epps is charged with disorderly and disruptive contacts on restricted grounds. He's expected to appear in court on Wednesday for a plea agreement. In the year since the 2021 riot, Epps has been accused. I like how they didn't call it an insurrection, just to be fair. At CBS, calling it a riot. Epps has been accused of being a government plant on January 6th. Far-right conspiracy theorists believed he was part of a plot to overturn the peaceful protest, or a plot to turn the peaceful protest into a violent assault on the U.S. Capitol. There's no evidence to suggest the conspiracy theory is accurate, except the videos that him telling people to go into the Capitol, and him saying, "I might get arrested for this. I probably shouldn't say it, but we need to go into the Capitol tomorrow," is what he did. And then later on, in a text message with his nephew, which I don't have pulled up, but you can look it up, he claimed to have orchestrated the event, but no evidence, absolutely none. We don't have any evidence around here. This is what I seem to see, like the media saying a lot lately. There's no evidence. And I'm like, do you mean there's no conviction yet? Because that would you fucking people. I don't get what you're trying to say when you say there's no evidence. When there's clearly evidence, we could all look up. I am not really sure Ray Ray reaches the elevation of martyr quite yet. Maybe they will start charging something a little bit harder than misdemeanors. Well, I mean, it's kind of ironic when like a black guy who wasn't even there gets 22 years. And this old white supremacist looking fuck named Ray Epps is going to get charged with a misdemeanor and probably get like 2 months, even though he was like on Capitol grounds telling people to go in. Meanwhile, Enrique Tarrio, who wasn't even there, got 22 years. All theatrics say Epps was. I think it's kind of like it's going to be a play to be like, look, we were charging fairly, even though this guy's going to get like maybe a few months.
Time served.
Nuts. I say the House Committee investigation of the January 6th riot previously called the claims that Epps was an FBI informant unsupported, even though there's video. Epps first heard about plans of a protest in Washington, D.C. in December 2020. Testified that month that then President Donald Trump tweeted about a big protest on the 6th, called for supporters to be there. Will be wild. Epps, who believed the election had been stolen from Trump, headed to Washington for what he considered to be a legitimate political protest, he said. Epps arrived on January 4th and attended a January 5th protest where tensions were running high. The event was live streamed online. The video captured Epps calling forward to the crowd. A 6'4" Epps wearing a bright red Trump hat stood out. "I'm going to put it out there. I'm probably going to go to jail for this," Epps said, clearly saying, "Tomorrow we need to go into the Capitol, peacefully. So like in the article themselves, because they know nobody's reading down this far, right? Like the average person has already read all the fucking kiss ass articles that are like, "Oh, Ray Epps is fine." Not one of theirs. Yeah. Samara said they gave me 22 years if they knew my yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's now that we see Russell Brand under attack, I'm like, they're gonna work their way down the it'll just be a matter of time before Tim Pool's under investigation. I'm not gonna it wouldn't surprise me if that's in the next couple of years. I think a lot of things are going to escalate real fucking quickly soon. Same here, if not life. Yeah, which is I think about it, like all the shit that we've talked about, even jokes, like that's like a time to dick bunkers and paint everything blue. Yeah, I see what you did there. Dig bunkers, I think you meant to say, but if you want to dick bunkers, that's cool with me.
I guess depends on who bunkers is.
Whatever you're into, Sean. I'm not here to judge anybody.
We're secretly judging.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we do.
All in here.
Anyways, so that's happening. It was just one of those things where I was like, I gotta mention it. Nothing's gonna happen with it. We'll see. He'll probably have charges dropped in the next like month or two. After they're like, oh, we finally arrested the guy that actually told everybody to go into the Capitol. Even though we're claiming other people said that and hadn't. But speaking of invasions, this one, hopefully there's an update. Says, yeah, this one hasn't been updated since the 15th, so I'm probably actually just gonna have to pull up another article on that one because okay, here we go. Well, that's the Houstonian Times. Let's find something a little more. No, last one from CNN's the 15th. That's the one I have pulled up. Yeah, the 14th. Looks like nobody really wants to report on this in the past few days. Yeah. So I guess we're going to go with the Histanidu Times because nobody else really wants to follow up on this one, apparently. Yeah. Matt said, tell the flat earthers to storm the edge. Yeah, we should definitely have a part of the show where you guys both have to put on robes. That's just
that could be dangerous.
Yeah. Drunkard's court. I'm in. That sounds like fun. Anyways, from the Hindustan Times. Lampedusa Island in Italy, one of the epicenters of migrant crisis in Europe. So it started here. This was the other day in CNN. 7,000 people arrive on Italian island of 6,000 as migrant crisis overwhelms Lampedusa, or however it's pronounced. As you see here, a bunch of clearly military-age males. Not many women in sight. Not a single child I see. Looks like mostly, late teen to early 30s adults. If I was just take a stab at it. Yeah, and so this time on Friday, September 15th, 7,000 rolled up on this island of 6,000 people. So Lampedusa has seen an influx of migrants, 7,000 people arriving in 2 days, prompting its mayor and the United Nations Refugee Agency to warn the Italian island is becoming overwhelmed. Yeah. They doubled their population and it's overwhelmed. I'm pretty sure New York City's added like 100,000 migrants and they're freaking the fuck out. Double their population here. Holy shit. The island, whose population is under 7,000, has long been a first port of call. People crossing North Africa has been a flagship point in Europe's migration crisis. Mayor Filippo Manio on Thursday said the migrant crisis has reached a point of no return. In the past 48 hours, around 7,000 people have arrived on my island, an island that is always welcomed and saved in its arms. Because of course you have. Why would now not be a time to virtue signal? And we have reached a point of no return where the role played by the small rock in the middle of the Mediterranean is put into crisis by the dramatic nature of this phenomenon. I don't know if it's a phenomenon when it's like it's working age adults rolling in. It seems like something that's been like 7,000 people. That's a lot of fucking boats, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine they're not like bringing over a commercial ferry.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure
less boats than you're thinking, though.
I mean, how many? Well, 100 people per boat.
Well, scroll up a bit because they had the picture of it. Oh no, that was on the
other article.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
I mean, how many people are fitting on that boat? 80 to 100?
I would say more close to like 30.
Okay, so let's say it's 50. To get 1,000 people, we need 20 boats. To get 7,000 people, we need 140 trips. But In the last 6 days, more than 10 to 12,000 people, most of them African migrants, landed on the island in search of a better life, better opportunities. It's interesting. The island has a native population of slightly just less than 6. So their population's been tripled, and they are now, the native population is outnumbered 2 to 1 on this island. Oh, Jesus. According to the report of The Guardian, more than 127,000 migrants have reached Italian soil so far in 2023. That's a lot. It's more than double the number over the same period last year. A persistent arrival of the migrants is causing grave problems, including an issue of livelihood for the local people on the island. Before and after Lampedusa, the before is a beautiful tourist island. Now it's become a migrant island. Migrants are the majority, and the nationals are a minority. This guy wants all EU members to take in a percentage of these men. Other EU members, anyways, let's see what the yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Skimara said, my wife Judy said, what's up?
What's up, Judy?
Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's just as much as I don't drink Bud Light, I really like their old ads.
Fair.
But yeah, just a little madhouse going over there. At least we got a dance party going on. And I get the point they're trying to make, but those places still exist and look like that because nobody's hanging out there. You know what I mean? Anyways.
Yeah.
It's the beach.
Exactly.
Have you seen that it's been declared a state of emergency at our border? I truly had no heart and could not watch. Yeah, one little town. But if I were to be a guessing man, I'm guessing they're just asking for more federal funding so they can help get more migrants through. Because I have no reason to believe anything else. That's just my hot take, though. Yeah, craziness. Actually, G-Dubs, you got a minute? Can I run and grab?
Why, sure. 1 minute.
I'll try.
Minute time. Ow. I don't know what I'm doing. No. Pick me. Pick me. God. That was hard. I didn't even fuck with the shit down here on the bottom of the screen. God damn it. What is going on, people? I am dog shit tired. So I'm sorry if I'm a little extra quiet tonight. I've had like 3 cups of coffee and I still just want to go to bed. Yeah. It's the GW show. The show nobody wants to watch. And you know how I know that? Because I had my own show. Nobody watched. Except for my mom. And that person who sneezed. She's fucking loud. I love her. She's great. She watched my shit. Mom says, wow. Now she's all embarrassed. And she shouldn't be. She's beautiful. She's lovely. I love her. She's the best. She lets me do this shit. Like, it's amazing. I've always had like these like insane ideas where I'm like, hey, I think I'm gonna do this. What do you think? And she's like, whatever. Don't do anything stupid. I'm like, that's impossible. Everything I do is stupid. Just the way I am. That's how I roll. I'm fluent and stupid. Stupid choices. Stupid music. Yeah. Just pure stupidity. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I like to hear.
Yes.
Yeah. Skamara said it's the GW show. Yeah, once in a while. GW, any new videos or anything that I need to watch?
Not yet.
Yeah, any updates on the hack?
I can't release it on the web because if I do, like, because of like film festivals and shit.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's why I was just asking if there was any updates.
Yeah, no, I'm poor, so like most festivals have to like pay to get in. So
okay,
I'm like, I don't know. I need to like make sure I have enough money to do that.
let's start a fundraiser. Laura said, "Wow."
Oh,
Sean
that's
said,
because Jess sneezed.
Forrest Gump says, "Stupid is as stupid does." Skamara said, "Roll as is." Sean said, "Exactly, off with your head, you scurvy devil. Keep those secrets till you die, or say it's okay to, or they say it's okay to talk about." I'm not sure what he's referencing, but yeah. Anyways, over in Italy, just yep, lots of what seem to be college age men just rolling in.
Well,
Yeah.
To be fair, if Vermont was taken over by warlords and you had to fight, you either had to fight or leave, and everything you had was taken from you. Like, they bombed the shit out of your house, no one could save it. Bombed the shit out of your work.
I understand. I also don't understand how you would allow yourself to live on an island of only 6,000 and not be armed.
Right.
That's mind-boggling on its own right. Like, the crazy part is the same thing would work in any fucking major coastal front on the US too, because they're all cities, right? It's all disarmed folk who would like welcome them with open arms. It's not like middle of the country folk that would like, after the first 10 boats rolled up, they might think about taking out some of the other ones coming in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mind-boggling over there. JW's requirement to be quite quiet contractually about what is going on. Samara said coming to a town near you. Oh yeah. Yep. After the cities are going to try to dump them out into the country. Like, obviously, that's what's going to happen, right? Like New York City's already trying to ship them to other spots in New York. So I don't imagine it'll be long before they're like, hey, you know what Vermont needs? You guys are having labor issues, right? I'm like, yeah, but could we trade those people for the white college liberal kids? Because we probably have a better community. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, nobody's fond of that. Like, let's ship them back because they have great ideas, right? So they can go help fix the people that are left in the places these people fled to help make their places better. I don't know. Just thought. This one is short but funny, just because it's always funny when a politician says something ridiculous that's like conspiracy. And this one was like a bit much. Pelosi to Anderson Cooper about the Dobbs decision. I'm more reptilian and cold-blooded. Yeah, she actually said that shit. Skimura said to watch too much of The Walking Dead. I mean, I did, but that show's like full of stupid decisions. That was my issue with The Walking Dead. So I was like, really? We're gonna make another stupid decision so we can get to the next section of the story? We can't. And then it just got way too fantastical. Like, it's like, I get that it's already a stretch with like zombies and shit, but when you've got like a New York City that's still functioning, like now they are in the later stage, or one of the characters made it to Europe for their spin-off story. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you were like really traveling from Georgia to Europe during
That's a hell of a trip.
After the zombie apocalypse. Like, yeah, that's quite a ways. Anyways, let's roll the clip.
They were saying it's in the rearview mirror. People don't care about the DAUQ decision. And I said to them, thanks a lot. Do you know, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're sitting someplace and we're in the districts and we know the power of that issue. It's a democracy issue. It's not just a choice issue. It's a freedom issue. It's a democracy issue. And it was a winning issue.
In fact, I remember interviewing you just before the election, and you were saying to me, I'm talking to people out there. I think it's going to be much better. Yeah. And I can't tell you how many people afterwards said to me, like, of course she was going to say that, but
poor baby.
Yeah.
The question is, if they cared so much, why didn't they codify it?
I don't know.
Because they don't.
She's really, really committed to that. It's really sad.
No, I'm not a poor baby. I'm more reptilian and cold-blooded and go in to win the election.
We're going to take a short break. I want to talk to you more about President Biden and some other things.
Which, speaking of which, sorry.
Did Anderson Cooper get whiter?
I mean, it's possible.
No, I'm not a poor baby. I'm more reptilian and cold-blooded and go in to win the election.
Like, he doesn't look bad there, but...
Earlier on, you mean?
Well, when it's focused on him. Yeah, see how pasty white he is?
Yeah.
He looks dead.
Yeah. He's also like, I feel like his cheeks are like his cheeks are sunken in a little more, maybe. Like, I don't know. He's definitely looking a little weird. Maybe a little reptilian as well. Dolores says, looks like wax. Yeah. That's Jason said AI. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, dude, if entire CNN segments were just AI created now. Because it'd be like, think about how much easier that would be for like a group of like low level interns to just create the segments instead of actually like booking their guests and shit. It's like, Pelosi's campaign just sends in her like approved messages and they just like put it into Chat GPT and write a script and then program it out. Like, that wouldn't surprise me. If not now, soon. We've all seen the videos of modern day opium dens right on Main Street. They all go dormant, standing up on their head, resting at waist level. Zombies are already here. Yeah, that's a very good point, my friends. They haven't started eating people yet, though, for the most part. I mean, there's been a couple cases, but as a whole, this is why you never swallow. Look at Anderson Cooper. He's turning more and more white as every day goes by. Savage, Sean. But yeah, no, that was all I really had on that one. I was like, that's funny. Dolores said yes, they did it. It was on the news. The zombie people. Yeah, there's really
eating
interesting
people.
videos. Oh yeah. There was definitely the bath salt cases, right? There's one in Florida and one or two other ones, but not like all of them are doing it. We're not there quite yet. We gotta
ease into it.
Yeah, we're gonna make food a little less available. We'll get there. Anyways, after we're talking about the cold reptilians, which are my favorite kind of politician people, personally, we'll move right into this one because this was kind of funny. That this is Daily Mail saying this after Nancy Pelosi, who's like 83, I think, just said she's running for another term as speaker. Oh, that would be funny. Maybe MC Molasses can do a Donner Party remix album. That would be pretty funny. It's a Donner Party.
Ain't no party like a Donner Party.
Joe Biden, 80, is worried he might die before his son Hunter's legal issues are resolved, and think they will get worse, report claims. Biden's concerns were revealed in a new report from NBC News. Aides say Biden's so sensitive about his son, they walk on eggshells around him. Read more. The poll shows Biden 80 losing to Trump, Nikki Haley, and Tim Scott, as party members say his death is imminent. I mean, to be fair, I mean, there was articles before the election. Actually, let me just search this and see if it'll come right up. Stay alive, Joe Biden. All we need is your corporeal form. Look at that, an article from the Atlantic. This was March 24th, 2020. Stay alive, Joe Biden. Democrats need little from the frontrunner beyond his corporeal presence. So, I mean, really, weren't they saying this before the election, really?
Yeah.
Like, Joe, we really hope you don't die as president. And then he gets into office and everybody's like, he's so great. Like, wait, you guys were just saying we hope you don't die. That doesn't seem like a very high.
We just beat Trump. It's okay.
Isn't a very high standard. Well, it's like a guy from work said to me, who was like, he's a good dude. I like him, but he's an normie as far as like fairly uninformed on stuff. And like his reason for voting Biden was like literally like, even after like I explained the Trump mocking the reporter hoax. Like, after I explained that to him, still that was like his reason, was like, I just can't vote for a president that mocked a disabled reporter. And I was like, okay, that didn't happen, but fair. And then he looked at me and he's like, yeah, now we got Biden. Biden time until Trump's back in office. And that was like literally before the January 6th thing went down and all that shit. And I was like, okay, maybe he does understand. Marcy Sear said, howdy do, boys. Marcy, good to see you, dear.
What
I hope
is
everything's
up, Marcy?
Well with you. But yeah, it's funny that now all of a sudden it's like, oh no, he might not make it. President Joe Biden fears he may die before his son Hunter's legal issues are resolved, as the family worries the situation may become worse before it gets better. Which basically leads me to say that they're going to find like they're going to find some shit. And Biden just wants to be alive to pardon him. Like literally, that's what I mean, can you extrapolate much else from that, G-Dubs? That's how what I'm reading is like.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason he really cares about it getting done soon is so he can pardon the guy. Or at least help somehow with pressuring said DOJ, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's partially it.
Matt said, dude had legit brain surgery and is clearly fucked up. Yeah, some of his speech lately has been absolutely mind-boggling. Jason said, we definitely don't want him to die now. The horror of VP becoming president. No, that's what I'm saying is we need to support Joe Biden more than ever right now, and that we need him to be the nominee, because nothing would be more hysterical than this guy is like the nominee for 2024. And if he doesn't die, he's going to be, because nobody in the party has the balls to tell him to stand down. We definitely. Johnson, howdy, Marcy. Tabby said, you're saying that Trump did not actually make fun of a disabled reporter? I'm trying to understand. Yeah, no, he didn't. Trump used to do a thing where he flailed his arms regularly, like as a caricature of people who were like discombobulated all the time. And what the media did was they purposely brought in a disabled reporter to ask him a question. so that they could take a frame of him doing one of those and run the headline that Trump mocked a disabled reporter. That is one of the many Trump hoaxes that happened. Just like, what is your source? I don't know. I have to Google it. I mean, let's dig down the rabbit hole. Let's find the pro stuff first. I probably share that with audio.
Yeah.
Be the workaholic you are because of the demands of the nature of a relationship.
Yeah, I don't consider myself a workaholic. I mean, I work, but it's not work. It's like you. I mean, I love what I do, so it's no longer work. It's not like work. I mean, work to me is going on a 2-week vacation. If somebody said you have to go away for 2 weeks, you're going to Africa on a safari, there's not going to be any phones. You know what? You get me out of here, right? So that's to me like
he used to do that shit. Like,
get me any phones. You know what? You get me out of here, right? So that's to me
right, like it was a Trumpism. It wasn't. So I don't know if I have a definitive source other than this seems like something the media would do, considering there was like 8 or 10 different hoaxes that happened throughout Trump's presidency. Trump wouldn't condemn white people or white supremacists was a fucking hoax the entire time. Marcy said, I haven't heard this. Don't be mean. I'm just trying to get it all straight. Oh, no, I'm not. Believe me, I don't mean to be mean. I, unlike most people, can actually realize that people have different sources and they delve into different stories differently. And that's why I have friends who still thinks Russia messed with the 2016 election in a meaningful way. That's obviously was proven false. Debbie said, I'm curious about where you personally heard that. It's all good. It was just like it was a thing he did. And so like, to me, I mean, I don't think you're going to find proof that's like MSNBC hired this reporter specifically to go to the Trump event so that they could get this photo and blow this thing up. But no, that's like what they're smearing him the entire, I mean, he paid Russian hookers to piss on Obama's bed. Like all the hoaxes, like, even though he wasn't in Russia at that time. Oh, Marcy said you made fun of me for not Googling. No. I was saying I would Google it live on the show just so I could show you the process in which I could find the source.
Yeah, way to be a dick, Hickory. God.
I was not trying to just talk down to anybody. Scamora said, what's up with the booster and 10 mice test? Well, it's kind of like the last one, right? Like that was the story on the last one, is that none of them have been tested on humans at all, other than the active trials that are called giving out the vaccine. Marcy said, I must investigate this further. No, and please do. There's a lot of really, when you look down to the bottom of it, there's a lot of very interesting stories that were put forward about Trump and are false, like outright. Like the Russian hookers thing. The entire Stormy Daniels thing, for lack of a better, actually, there's a really great video recently that came out of Judge Joe Brown talking about his opinions on that case. And that was like a straight out extortion case based on like Stormy Daniels trying to blackmail and extort money out of Donald Trump, even though she's made out to be the victim by the media. Sean said Mickey Mouse filed a restraining order against the results of the mouse test, claiming anonymity. I don't pay attention to the stupid shit like people pissing on people in Russia. No, that's fair, but that was just one of those like absolutely false. Like it's one of the easiest to point to that the media ran wild with it for weeks. And it was like one of those clearly false. It's clearly false. I was wondering, is there any stories you want to get into before we get out of here, G-Dubs?
I'm good, man.
Okay. Marcy said this is a never-ending fucking onion, too many layers. Well, yeah, but that's the point. The point is that the average people don't actually look up their own information. They believe what's regurgitated to them from the media. That's why it works. That's why Joe Biden was able to get 81 million votes in 2020, is because enough people have been lied to for years by the media and believe a bunch of shit that's not real. Like objectively not real. Like who have no idea about there's still people who have no idea about the level of Biden corruption in Ukraine, and that's like still mind-boggling. Because like I've been following that story since we impeached Trump for investigating Biden on the thing that Biden's investigating Trump for now. Yeah. The Art of War will explain everything oddly, completely, and precisely. Yeah, that's fair. Anyways, that's all I got. G-Dubs, thank you for hanging out with me, brother. I love you.
No problem, man. Love you too, buddy.
And thank you guys for hanging out with us. This was a great show. Skid Morrow, Marcy, Sean, Dolores. Thank you for Matt and Jason dropping by. And we challenge. Thank you, brother. Thank you, everybody, for dropping by tonight. It's a hell of a show. We had a great live show tonight.
Yeah.
Who knew? I'm still not going to take up working Wednesday nights and rushing home. It's beautiful.
Oh, no. Shit's for the birds, man.
That's right. I'd rather get home early and hang out. We challenge said, good seeing you all in real time live. You all have a good week. You too, brother. I hope everything is beautiful for you. And I didn't say it earlier, but happy last day of summer, everybody, because tomorrow's the first day of fall. So get ready for the basic bitch hats and pumpkin spice to come out.
Han Solo season.
I know I dug out my basic bitch hat earlier because I can't wait to start rocking that. Matt said, yeah, buddy. Aldi bags, they pull up, not out. I don't, bro. We've been trying. Anyways, that's all I got. Thank you so much. Go follow this fine foxy fucker at GW Foley and at Foley Kills on platforms. Go watch his short films. He's an awesome dude and a fun guy. And yeah, I'm, of course, everybody's favorite drunk magician, Hickory the Drunk and Underwhelming. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next week. Or, we ran out of time and stuff. I will see you guys. Dobby said hi and bye, Skid. And I'll see all you guys in the after show for a few minutes. It'll be a short one tonight, as is will be the next couple ones. But, it's just a few minutes for me to talk shit all by myself. If not, I'll see you over there. Till then, Drunk Magician out. Cheers.